It's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. That quote always gives me chills. It doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't matter what people say you are. I want to know, who do you say you are? And I think it's very important to ask this question, because a lot of us, we're sitting here stuck on whatever the enemy or the people who don't like us or followers, whoever else, who they say we are versus what God says we are. We're focused on what people say we are, who we are, what we should do, but we're not focused on what we believe we are. And I know it's pretty normal to look for validation in other places, but I want you to think about this, like, wholeheartedly. Who do I say I am? Who do you believe you are? And I want you to be so sure, be so confident, be so brave to step into that individual. Consider, am I wearing masks? Am I performing? And not in a good way, because it's okay to be the main character, to play a part, to become the person you want to be. But I'm saying, when you're doing it out of being phony, out of being wanting to morph into whatever others say you should be or society says you should be. So really simmer on that. Think about it, journal about it. Who do I say I am? Who do I believe myself to be? And sometimes this takes going back to the little version of you. Sometimes this is something you could acknowledge pretty easily, but that is really the video. Is I really recommend, I really encourage you to think about this. And me, this is something I've been thinking about a lot myself. There was a video I posted some time ago, and all I said in the video, it was actually a clip. It was a short from a long form video. So I clipped that, I clipped a portion of the video and put it into a short. And all I said in the video was, if you cannot have a soul level connection or conversation with the person you are with, that person is probably not for you. And I did use, like, I think I said like 20, I don't care how long you've been with them, because I don't. I'm just saying in general, like, a lot of people, we choose wrong. It's the truth, right? And that's not what, that part of the video is not what is related to this video. The part that is how people came for me in the comments saying that I was an angry single person who didn't want happiness for other people, and making all these weird accusations, when all I said essentially is that if that person, if you can't be your authentic self, if you can't love on them, if you can't be you, if you can't, or are not willing to choose that person, they're not willing to choose you, then that person is probably not for you. And for that many people to be upset and call me names was kind of crazy. And it was kind of jarring for me at first, because I was a newbie on YouTube. So a newbie on YouTube. So that kind of like was like, what? I was confused. Because I was like, I didn't even say anything terrible. I just said what it is. Like, why would you want to be with someone who you cannot have those type of conversations with? You can't even, you don't benefit from it. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. And what I read from other comments was so many people saying, like, you know, oh my God, I never thought about it this way. But I was in a relationship for this long, or I've been in a relationship for this long, and I've been doing this all the time, breaking my back, doing, you know, whatever. And again, it's not about the part of what I was saying. It's the fact that if I would have believed what people said I was, that I was an angry single person who was trying to steer people wrong, that could have broke me. That could have took me off of YouTube. Like, honestly, because I was so new and it was so many comments. Like, it was crazy. But I had to realize that there were more people who watched that video and liked it and sent me messages and commented saying how grateful they were that I posted that video. But what if I would have let what somebody else told me I was determine who I was and started to believe that? I would not be on YouTube right now. I would not have started to develop tougher skin and realize that not everybody's going to agree with me. Some people are so hurt. They're so, I don't even want to use the word tainted. They're just ignorant to the fact. And I don't mean that, I mean that respectfully. They're ignorant to the fact that there is more out there available to them. And they're choosing to stay in situations that they want to stay in. They're choosing to be that individual. But if you're someone who wants to change, who wants to grow, who wants to be who you believe yourself to be, who you know you to be, then be that person. Do it with the fear. Do it with the worry. Do it with everything, even if everything's against you. Be who you say you want to be. It's available to you. And that is just that's the message. I know I say that a lot, but that's the message. That's the video. Be you. Be who you are called to be. Be that individual. And do it do it afraid, not unafraid. Do it afraid, do it unafraid. Do it regardless. Be that. You may lose friends. You may lose opportunities. There's so many things. There's things you may lose, but there's so many more things you'll gain by being who you want to be. So that is the video. I hope this video is helpful. I hope that you got a nugget from it. I hope you have an amazing day. I'll see you in the next video with all my love. Lana.